good times. Give me them good times. Give me them good times. Give me them good times. Give me them. Got me so high, I don't want to calm down.
What is up, Lock City, and welcome back to Spokast. Today on the podcast is my good friend, Jinx Universe, and we're talking all about his new single, Good Times, featuring DJ K-Phi. This song is very special to me because I got to help create it, in that I guess you would call me the executive producer, and got to help him do a lot of the things that we've been posting on social media, got to help him with the album art. Just a lot of fun things that have really tested my design skills, and it's just been fun to be a part of, to help get music out there. It's something I've never got to do before. I love music. I've loved music my whole life, especially in the hip hop genre, and to be able to help my friend release this song, and this means a lot to me, and I would ask you to go listen to it wherever you stream music. It comes out tomorrow, May 24th. So if you're listening right now on that day, you can't listen to it yet, but you'll be able to listen to it tomorrow. But if you're listening to this after May 24th or on May 24th, go listen to it. Go put it on a playlist. Go share it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, wherever you are posting your music ad and your social media stuff. Share it. It's the more and more people that can share this, the more and more people will listen to it. And I guarantee you, this is a song of the summer. It is a banger. It's a lot of fun. I love it. I've listened to it over and over again for the last couple of months, and I can't wait for everyone to listen to it. I want to hear people playing this out of their cars as they drive around Spokane. And this song is, I say it all over and over again in the podcast, it is undeniable. Jinx is an amazing artist, and the quality at which he makes music is at the very pinnacle here in our city. And I'm excited to see where this takes Jinx, and I'm excited to be a part of just helping it. I can't say enough how appreciative to be a part of this. So I will not keep you any longer. Here is Jinx Universe talking all about his new single, Good Times, featuring DJ K-Phi. This is Spokast.
Good times, give me them good times. 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 Give me them.
No, it's all about good times.
It's all about good times.
Yeah.
Which is what we're here to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here with one of my good friends, Jinx Universe.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
It's going, man. I'm happy.
It's weird to be interviewing you about what's been going on, because we've known each other since the last time I interviewed you, when you were the very first guest on Spokast, when on the relaunch. We've kind of been knowing what we've been doing for the last 2 years. So I don't we're not catching up, but you're going to catch up with the listeners. What have you been doing since the last 2 years, since Make It Look Good came out?
I've been laying low. I've been putting ideas together. I've been waiting for what feels right, and now we're here.
Yeah.
It feels right.
Yeah. During that during that time, we did do Good Growth.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever really talked much about Good Growth in that night, but that was such a special event.
They know.
For me. I think I've talked about it enough, but God, that night was one of the best nights ever. The night before my birthday, you just killed it. It was Mike and Zach killed it too.
100%.
Donuts was it's just, the whole night just came together. Jazz, the stage design, it was just a magical evening.
And Lucky You, shout out to Lucky You, shout out to Carly, and everybody over there. It was legendary. I've never seen anything like it before or after. Mm-hmm. So we did that. It
was cool to see everyone there that came to be a part of it, because I didn't know what to expect, who was going to show up.
Me fucking either.
And but I knew how we pre-sold it. We had a great pre-sale, and then we had almost 100 more people walk up.
Yeah.
And it was just cool to see everyone there and like just see you perform the first time. I mean, it was the first time ever seeing you perform live.
And it was the first time I saw myself perform live in years before that.
Yeah.
So it was just special. And I just want to thank everybody listening that showed up and showed love and that continue to show love because I was right there with you. I didn't know what to expect at all.
Yeah.
You know, we were all kind of in that weird zone of this could fucking suck, but we knew it wouldn't. You know, at the end of the day, we're all too dope for it to be that. We set the tone.
We absolutely did set the tone. So fast forward a little bit, you have a lot of music that you're kind of sitting on, and and it's not like a ton of stuff, but like you have a ton of good stuff.
Thank you.
And you've played a lot for me, and it's all so good. And I feel like where I want to start at is like, I've said how much I appreciate your music and how much I love it. Like I try to like incorporate it into the show, like as the intro to my podcast. Yeah. But like I remember what the beginnings of Make It Look Good. I want to know where this song originated, and we're going to tease it in like a couple minutes. But like when you're creating this new song, Make It Look Good, like where did it begin?
Make It Look Good or Good Times?
Excuse me.
Yeah. Just Good Times. We started that. Shout out to my man K-Phi, DJ K-Phi, legend. Not just Spokane legend, just legendary, just period. You know, this is one of the most talented humans I personally know. He just happens to be my literal brother, my best friend. And we're always talking. Our bond is rooted in music. You know, like we met in the studio. I was probably like 15, somewhere between 15 and 17. I can't really remember, but I met him in the studio, and that was how our bond started. And we just basically were inseparable, making music nonstop, running around here. Setting the tone even then. And so
when you early 2000s or mid 2000s?
Yeah, this is like 2005 ish, something like that, maybe around there. That seems about right. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's always been rooted in music. For me and him, it just comes back to music. Yeah. And we hadn't worked together in a while. I've been pretty much exclusively working with Like Minds for the past decade. Yeah. Like, I mean, 90% of my music has been produced by them. So it was just nice to get back with him. So first of all, it just starts with a conversation of like, hey, we should make some music. Like it might be time. And then I told him kind of where I was at, because with me, you know, I have a hard time with the way music is structured and received now, because I'm that middle child. So I still... And also, too, just the type of person I am, I just want to focus on making things that are really great, that you can hold on to 10 years from now. Yeah. And that doesn't really serve me well in this era of microwave music and just this constant stream of, you know, you have to be in everybody's face with the, you know, with this 50% effort. Yeah. And that's more important than, you know, working on something that's actually like really great. So it took a while for me to even feel like I had something that I felt I wanted in the world and something that fit the standard that I feel like I've set for myself. Yeah. But once I had the idea in my mind of where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, I hit K-Phi. I said, yo, I think it's time. I tell him what I have in mind, and he FaceTimes me a few days later based on what I told him. And it's not only what I asked him for, but it was like more. And yeah, he just FaceTimed me and just said, you're welcome. That's all he said. He said nothing else.
He sent you the beat and he said, you're welcome.
He FaceTimes me. And he's looking at me in my face and he just goes, you're welcome. And then just plays, doo-doo. And I'm like, oh shit. And we just start going crazy. And I you know, it's cheesy, but it's real. Like it just felt like me and him back at the La Casa apartments, just in his bedroom, just making music and just having fun, like we're just two little kids. Yeah. And we immediately know it's crazy hard and no one's shit is gonna be harder than this shit. And so we get excited and we just start literally working on the record right there. So there's
so like you're on the like you guys are like just basically FaceTiming and like he's playing the beat and like you're already like, I kind of know where I'm going with this.
So, you know, the beat has a few different things happening, but there's a vocal sample that's happening that didn't even exist when he FaceTimed me and said, you're welcome. And so literally on the spot, we're just there. He's doing it on the spot, just putting the vocal samples in, and just like basically I'm figuring out like, oh, this is the structure of the song. This is what it's going to be. And we make it on the spot pretty much. And we get it written. And then from there, it was just, then I got it to you. And you felt the way we felt about it. Yeah. And then from there, it was over with. Easy. We do this in our sleep, baby.
I remember, I don't know when it happened, but you came over to my house for dinner or something. We were hanging out, and you're like, I gotta play this song for you. And you like played the beat, and I'm like, I'm digging the beat, but then you like did like the first verse. Yeah. And maybe you did the second verse too, but like I was blown away, and I was like, whatever I can do to help make this song come out, the world needs to hear it because this is special. And I don't know. I mean, I listen to the song all the time. Like I play it for my kids. I just play it just to like get a vibe. And my kids were like singing it in the kitchen the other day. Like they were just singing "Good Times." Like, and I'm just like, when you're making people sing when they're not even listening to the song, you're doing something special. And the song hasn't even came out yet. And that's what we're gonna do right now.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and post your mediocre shit 10 times a fucking day. Make something that people sing. Yeah, forever.
Oh, that's what makes me excited about music. Your music, especially, is like it makes you want to dance. Makes me want to dance. Well, I think it makes everybody want to dance. And I want to play just a quick little not demo, but just a quick little. What am I trying to say? A quick little sample.
We're gonna give y'all a snippet of this sauce, yo.
Here is a quick snippet of Jinx Universe's new song, "Good Times."
Yeah, let's go.
Good times, give me them good times. 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 Give me them good.
This ain't a love thing, we fucking, but it's lovely. Humping, bumping uglies, what a fun thing. Nothing, but it's something, what I'm wanting. It's a real freak bitch with a tongue ring. You know that one girl that do that one thing. She made it disappear, she a mind freak. She ain't playing games like a bye week. When I touch down, show me to the end zone. Show me anything but the friend zone. I watch friends like Joey shoulda fucked friends. I'd have made Phoebe's legs do the jump, man. But I'm more 88 Pistons, I'm a bad man. Hit me if you want content for your OnlyFans. It's funny you and my schedule will both open. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, fuck with me. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, fuck with me.
Got me so high, I don't wanna calm down. Got me so high, I don't wanna calm down. Got me so high, I don't wanna calm down. Got me so high, I don't wanna calm down.
Bad girls like bad boys, I'm a bad boy.
Oh man,
my goodness, man. You guys can't do this.
Oh man,
it's nuts.
I will say, I'm listening to it in headphones, really good headphones right now.
It sounds
so good because you can just hear every bit of it.
Yeah.
And so this was recorded at Amplified Wax with Jimmy Hill.
Shout out to my man Jimmy, another legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the pleasure of being in the studio when you and K-Phi recorded this and when you recorded your tracks, and it was a special moment for me. I've never been in a studio with anyone recording, but it was like watching you work was special because I was just like, you recorded that three times, 4 times? Do we want to give that away? Do we want to give that away?
Yeah, no. Please tell these people how easy this is.
Because you recorded the verse 3 times or the verses 3 times, and then you did all your ad libs a couple of times, and then that was it. And I was like, we were literally in there for like 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's what came from this. And then Jimmy did his thing with like mastering it in the with all his stuff.
Yo, he's a master, man. He's mathematical and scientific with it. Like it's just different. You know? If you're in the city and you want to perform if you're thinking about your music, like what does it sound like playing after the weekend? You go to Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's it. It's no disrespect to nobody else, but it's like we have to set a standard. That's the problem, is that we have to set a standard, and he is the standard, man. He's so special and he's so beneficial to the scene, and I'm just appreciative that that's my boy and that he just looks out, because I think my man was booked out for a little bit and he just slid us in there just on some
Yeah.
You know, you guys are my guys, and it's like that.
Totally.
So, yeah.
So, Make It Look Good was a very personal album to you, I feel like.
Yeah.
And this is like, this goes in a different direction that I've never really heard from you, like previous. Like, I know you have songs like this, but like, where did this song come from? Like, it's such a spicy song.
Yeah.
When I was saying
I'm a spicy motherfucker.
When I let my kids listen to it, I was like, now that you've heard it, you're gonna be like, should Brendan let his kids be listening to this? And I'm like, well, that's a parent decision, but like, it's a spicy song, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where did that come from?
I mean, it's just where I was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just where I was at. And just documenting the process. But also too, like, everybody should just pay attention and just see how intentional I am with these records and how they all connect when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
And but yeah, this is actually, to me, when I'm talking to friends of mine that I've made music with or that I have history with, or anybody who's even just listened to Jinx, there's people that have followed my journey from the very beginning. This is actually more of like a return to like my original form. I feel like this is, Funeral Kings era Jinx, like on steroids. This is that energy, and it's always been that. Like, it wasn't like Make It Look Good sounds pretty, but it's still Jinx. Like, it's still very.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be pushing the button as much as I can, as much as I can, push the envelope and be a brat. I'm always here for that.
Yeah.
I'm always here to be a brat if I'm able to. So, this is still very Jinx, but I hope everybody by now knows that the theme of Jinx is that just when you think you know where it's gonna go, it's not gonna go that way, but it's always gonna be connected because it's the attitude that ties everything together, and that's what makes Jinx Jinx. Yeah.
When you were you making it for anybody in particular, or were you just trying to like make something for I just feel like people make music and they don't think about their demo very much. Like, there's a lot of hip hop artists or singers.
I'm very aware that it's mostly women that listen to Jinx.
Yeah.
So it's for y'all.
When I played it for Abby for the first time, she laughed at every wordplay thing you did in there with like any pop culture stuff. The pop culture stuff, like, it's just kind of infamous with what you do. Like, you put in like, there's so many 90s like references in there, sports references. I just like it. That's why it's like feels like to me, like just a Jinx song is just like, when I've listened to your music, you always want to make someone giggle, like, and that's special, right? Like, I love being able to giggle when I listen to hip hop, and like when you do little things in there, like there were so many wordplay things, and then like you discover more as you listen to it.
Yeah, no, I love it. So everything you just said, I can tie it to everybody that's my influences. So I grew up, Eminem made me start rapping.
Yeah.
Ludacris made me start rapping. But on the tip of, saying these slick things that's going to take you 5, 7, 10 times listening to catch it. That's the fact that Hove made me start rapping, and those types of things. So I appreciate the fact that you even noticed that, because that is a big deal to me, to be clever and be a writer.
No, totally. I like, when you're writing that, like, how, like, does that just come out naturally? Like, do you just like, how do you come up with those? Like, do you just like have them in your back pocket, or do you just like kind of come up with them on the spot?
Nah, I'm usually in my living room drinking beer, smoking weed, pacing back and forth like a weirdo. Like, if there was like a nanny cam anywhere, they'd be like, Jinx is interesting. But I'm just pacing back and forth, and I'm just, usually I have my phone and I'll think of some lines, and I'll just like go into my voice notes and just rap them into there, and then just kind of piece it together little by little like that. But with this one, on the writing tip, what's funny is anything I'll Make It Look Good, anything you heard, that's the first thing I wrote, or that me and Chris and Jesse wrote together on certain moments on that record. Even before that, I can't really think of anything on I Want to Be Young. I think I rewrote Take It. No, I definitely rewrote Take It Back a couple different times. Funeral Kings, pretty much everything you hear is the first thing I wrote.
Wow.
So I typically don't rewrite. And with this one, weirdly enough, this is actually the third thing that I wrote for Good Times.
Okay.
So the initial, when we were working on the record, when I brought it to K-Phi, he loved the verse, but he was like, I think you can take it even further. Like, I think, this is a smash, and I just know that you can make it to where we're just like, there's no question. Like, it's just undeniable, whatever. And it was already, I was like fighting back, by the way. I had
remember you told me this.
Yeah, I had an attitude about it. Like he had like one of his homies. So the way the song starts now, it's ain't a love thing, we fucking, but it's lovely, humping, bumping uglies. That whole scheme was actually the way I ended the verse originally. And so he had like, K-Phi had this homie that just was this dude. Like, that's his homie that I don't know this man at all. And he was like, man, Jinx should start the verse the way he ended it. And I got a super big attitude about it. I was like, yo, who are you? Like, why are you saying, whatever? Yeah. And but then I just kind of started thinking about it, and I rewrote it a couple different times, and every time K-Phi was like, man, I'm telling you, I know we can take it even further. And then I just tried it, and it ended up being exactly what it needed to be. So that is a testament to K-Phi's growth and where he is as a producer. Yeah. Like an actual, see, y'all got to understand the difference between somebody who makes beats and somebody who's a producer. Somebody who can actually produce a record and guide it and give instruction on to like, or give input that actually works and makes sense.
For sure.
You motherfuckers can't do that.
Yeah.
K-Phi is different, man. He's not just somebody who makes beats, once again, this whole process has just made me so aware of how far me and him have come as artists. And it just makes me proud of my brother. And it also brought us closer because, we're grown. We have kids. We have lives. And we have things going on. So it's easy to lose contact and not lose contact because we never lose contact. But you know how it is.
Yeah, for sure.
You have those friends where it's like, man, oh, damn, it's been a few months. I got to hit my man up or whatever. This record just brought us back to being in the La Casa apartments, bro, and just being like FaceTiming all the time. We're just so excited, and then you become a part of it, and we're all just like this. It's like we all know this secret, But
yeah, it's good to like surround yourselves with like people who will give you like good critical feedback. Like, it's hard for me to give you like feedback on this just because like I'm not like a music producer, and like I'm a little bit of a yes man when it comes to your music, but like this music. But like there was, to me in the lyrics, there's no feedback, but like to get good feedback and then change it like that, that's awesome that you like.
It's because I trust K-Phi. Yeah. It's because I trust K-Phi. Not everybody can give me. Don't think you can start telling me ideas because I'm still
right. Totally.
Like not you. I'm talking about.
I know what you mean.
To whom it may concern.
But like Jimmy in the studio was like he was mastering it and like kind of changing a little bit, and like there were times where like I could tell you and K-Phi were like iffy about some things, and not in the final version, but like. What we're hearing now, like it sounded a lot different at the beginning, and then Jimmy kind of like said like, like he put some filters on it or did what he like. I'm saying words I don't really know, but like, but he did do some stuff that like, and you're like, yeah, that was a good move, but like it wasn't like what I was thinking, but it sounds better now, right?
Yeah.
And it's
that's the process, man. Yeah. You guys, you just drive yourself crazy over this thing, and you guys are all, we're all. We have the same goal in mind, and that's to make something that fucking jams. So, and that's why you got to put yourself around people that you can actually trust. Yeah. So I trust Jimmy. I have history with Jimmy. Yeah. I know what comes from working with Jimmy. Yeah. And so, you've
recorded multiple things with him. You did some stuff on.
I met Jimmy when I did the Oreo commercial.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So your first time.
And by the way, Oreo found him. The agency that was working with them, they found him.
That's how you met Jimmy.
Yes.
You had like a. I don't want to call it a jingle, but you did like a rap for like making an. Yeah. What was it? What's it called?
It was basically like they were it was some Christmas shit, and they were rolling out like this recipe for the Oreo cookie balls, and they just had
Oreo
me
cookie
do like a
balls.
random, and it was so great.
Yeah,
man.
no, it's really good.
And they found Jimmy, man, and I was positive that I was gonna have to record that in LA or something, because I was like, I don't know what studio in Spokane is gonna be able to do something of this magnitude, and they found Jimmy, and I met Jimmy, and he was great. I brought my daughter with me. She was probably like 7, 8.
Yeah.
And you know, it was great, and I just knew right away. I was like, this guy's different. He's special.
When you told me that, I was like, because like I heard about this in the studio, and I'm like, you recorded a song for Oreo?
Yeah.
And then it just made me like,
I need to brag more.
You do need to brag more, because like that was what like you are the most successful rapper in Spokane.
I mean,
like
I try to tell him.
like, I mean, I think people know about the Cricket commercial.
Yeah.
But like, you also did Oreo, and like you also like, we don't need to go into all the details, but you still make money. You make money off of your songs that you make.
Yeah.
And when you see a lot of rappers or people, I don't want to call out anybody, but like, no one's doing that in Spokane.
Nah.
No one's licensing their music.
Absolutely not.
Like, and that, I feel like, how does that has to have to change your approach to music and like how you release it too, right?
Nah.
No, it doesn't?
Nah. I wouldn't say so. I think that me getting into that sync and licensing game was because I was making big records. So it wasn't like I like switched what I was doing to get the syncs.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I was only introduced to that world because I was making records that could live in that world.
Yeah.
I've always been, from the beginning of me, I consider Funeral Kings my first album, but even before that, like the projects that I kind of consider like my practice albums, I was inspired by like, honestly, no bullshit, Justin Timberlake, like I was like, Future Sex Love Sounds. I was like, yo, like how could I translate this in like a hip hop way? And so I've always kind of had this like aesthetic about me that was super all over the place, whether it was hip hop, pop, rock, all these things. So yeah, no, it doesn't really affect that. Make It Look Good, I guess, was a little different because I just knew that these were going to be serviced to whatever agencies, so it was a little bit different, but we still were
you were still very adamant, like you're making a Jinx album.
A Jinx album, exactly.
Like it wasn't like you were going to like water it down. Like there's no, you can't even there's no clean version of Make It Look Good.
If it would have sounded like that, I would have just released it under like a fucking alias or something. Like, you know, like if Jinx Universe's name is on it, it's what I wanted to do.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, every time.
Yeah. No, I think when I found out the Oreo thing, I think it kind of snowballed into like, I did not like, because around the same time, like I found out you're on a Chime commercial. Like you have your music out there that people are seeing, like in like NBA during NBA finals breaks,
WrestleMania, everything. Yeah, I'm fortunate, man. It's like I'm lucky to have the friends that I have. Shout out to my man Chris and my man Jesse. Like we've been kind of just doing it together, man. Just like putting each other on and making money together. There's nothing better than making money with your friends over with something you love. Like we're doing what we want to do and making money together, and it doesn't. I don't know. That's everything to me. So we're just fortunate, man, and we're ill, so we can do it.
Definitely.
So
this single is. I mean, it's undeniable. I think everyone should. I feel like it's a song of the summer for me. Like it will be. Like I will play this at my lake cabin. I already play it in my car all the time. But like when I can play it on Spotify, like that will be. I feel like
I'm very excited to see it with the artwork and all that on Spotify.
I'm just like this will make it very, very, very real. And like, and there's nothing better than having new Jinx music out in the world.
Thank you, man.
Like I've never actually got to experience a release, honestly. Like before, I knew you after you have released Make It Look Good.
Yeah, I guess After the Rain, technically.
After the Rain, yeah. And but even then, like we weren't. I don't think we're like buddies yet.
Yeah.
But this is special, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm I don't know. There's just
and I just appreciate you being a part of it so much, man. You are so important and so valuable to this city, just in the most genuine way, man. And that's rare out here, man. And I'm just thankful that I'm able to experience that rarefied air and just know you the way I do, man. Because you're a special guy, man, and it's so genuine, and you just want to help people. And
you've got me out of my I haven't done graphic design. Well, I do graphic design all the time. I don't do anything like professionally really for anyone, but
you could,
but I could, and then I got a chance to make your album art, coming
all the clips y'all seeing that y'all like, yo, that shit's fire, yo, Brandon's doing that, y'all
I just love doing it. It makes me makes me happy. It makes me realize all this time of learning all these programs and art programs and Adobe stuff has made me realize oh man, I can still do this stuff, and I can do it quick. I love doing it quick. I love making this morning you hey, can you make a little something with this K-Phi in the studio? I'm yeah, I can put something together, and 30 minutes later it was just
minutes, if that.
It's fun. I love I've said it multiple times on this podcast, I'm not very much I know music in my ear. I know good music when I hear it, but I can't play music. I can't write music or anything like that. And to be close to it and being able to be a part of it is have my first ever album art. My old my school reached out to me hey, we want to do a hall of fame of all the people who've graduated from here who have done cool things, and we'd want to showcase something that you've done. And I'm gonna send them this.
You're gonna send the shit to Mount Spokane?
No, to Spokane Falls Community College.
I was about to say shit. Wait a minute, Brandon, we got to cut that part out.
No, they're in college. They use condoms. But even going through the brainstorming with you on how to do what we were gonna do for an album cover, the promo stuff, kind of all kind of fit into what we're doing now. And
no, you've been killing it, bro.
I'm excited to do more of it. Let's talk about that. Good Times is just the beginning, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come back outside until I felt like I had a lot to say and I had a lot to offer. And I had an idea of where it was going to go. I don't like to just aimlessly do things. And that's the difference. Honestly, listen, in 2024, maybe it's a curse.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I just value the art. I value just who I am, and what I've established is what is established to be the Jinx Universe brand.
Yeah.
And so, I just move a certain type of way, and everything just means so much, and nothing is ever happening for no reason. So I wanted to make sure I knew where it was going. And once I felt that, it was just exciting, because now I just have an endless amount of music. This is just the beginning. I'm about to be outside in a major way, until I don't feel like being outside anymore.
Totally.
And then
I will say it's just someone has, I've talked to people about a lot of people about music and doing it on social media and stuff. And there's this world of TikTok rappers that is whatever. There's, making reels every day of you rapping over the same song. And I'm you are an artist, and I feel there are people that are like that. You don't have to be the person that's posting a reel every day of you rapping over your music.
I don't think so.
And that's not you. If you were doing that, you would.
It just wouldn't look. If I was if I do it, I have to do it the way Jinx would do it.
Right.
But if I'm a lot of these guys, the numbers are one thing.
Yeah.
What does your show look like? Who's actually supporting you in real life? What do you have to hold on to if you didn't have social media? So that's what I'm concerned about, is just I would rather do one great thing than do 50 okay things. I think there's just so much more value in the long run. And especially, if you're saying the music is in this microwave era, why don't you think life is going to reflect that? So this trend of what people think it is in order to be successful, why do you think that's not eventually? We're humans at the end of the day, and we feel things. And music is a universal language. And music is a universal language because you feel things. And so if I'm not feeling it, then what fucking value does it have?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's cool for now until it's not. And so I would rather give people things that they can hold on to that 10 years from now, they're going to be like, wow, this was my song. Now I'm playing it at my wedding. Now I'm playing it at, my child was born and I played this song and I think about it forever now. And I want things like that. When people talk to me about the Tomorrow video, like most of the time it's people saying that they were extra emotional.
Yeah.
Man, this made me think about my kid. This made me think about, my life and my journey and these types of things. And I'm not saying that other people don't have that, but I don't know. I just think that there's a potency attached to Jinx that has kept me here because I'm not doing anything that these people are doing. Right. All these people are posting 10 times a day, going crazy, like just doing all that stuff. And, I'm still in the conversation with you without doing any of that.
Yeah, you mean...
And why does that happen? Because there's potency.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I will agree. Like, there's no half-assing it with music with you. Like, you want to make sure it's the right time to put it out, and you want to make sure it's good enough to go out. And I think that's respectful because there's so many people who just will release music to release music, and they think they're doing it for an algorithm. And I always think if you're trying to do something for an algorithm, like I talk about the algorithm a lot, like for Instagram, and
we got to. It's the time we're in, and I'm not saying that that's it all does matter.
No, and I'm also not talking. I'm not trying to talk crap about anyone that posts a lot about their singles and stuff like that.
Because it does work.
It does work
for people. It does.
But for you, it just wouldn't be you. And what I was trying to say, is just trying to fit into an algorithm to make people find your music seems sometimes it just seems like a hard sell. And I don't know what you're how much are you getting back from that when you're trying so hard? If it's
tell me what your show looks like.
Yeah.
Who show are you selling? That's it. It's like there has to be something that people can hang on to because people are just going to care for the moment while they're scrolling.
Yeah.
But do they care enough to get out of their house and come see you?
Yeah.
That's it. And that's the difference. And that's the balance I'm trying to find. Because to be honest with you, I say all that to play devil's advocate with myself. I don't think I post as much as I should. I think that there is a weird balance that I can find, but it's more once again, I would just rather it be authentically Jinx, and I would rather have this one great thing. Because what I always say to people is, the difference between me and a lot of other people is if one thing goes for me, everything's going to go because it's all done with that intention and that quality. Yeah. So if Alive goes, you don't think Like Me is going to be a hit? You don't think, if one of those things go, it's then you start going down that rabbit hole, and it's because I've focused so much on that potency. Yeah. And so that's going to be the difference is, they're not going to have to filter through 80 okay things.
That's true.
They've got 20 or 30 very solid, very Grammy competitive songs that exist already from this guy who just lives in Spokane and kicks it with his kids.
Totally. I would say go and today, go follow Jinx on Spotify, Apple Music.
Say what's up.
Go listen to music right now too. I was listening to Pushing Back the other day, and it just made me so fucking pissed off. Because I was just because we're getting into this world again where we're gonna have to vote for.
Why does that song still feel relevant?
Yeah, why does it still feel relevant? We're gonna have to be voting for a president.
That's one song of mine that I wish wasn't relevant.
Yeah,
and it is.
It is.
And it will forever. Actually, there's just the idea of it. But
no, and I was just because we're living in a crazy world right now, and but we're living in a crazy world, and we're getting really. We were just talking in the car, we're getting such good music this year. 2024,
what a fire year
is going to go down as one of the. I would say one of the best years in
100%
music. There's so many good albums.
Beyonce, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick and Drake.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Fucking Tierra Whack.
Yeah,
we've got some classics this year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, well, dude, this has been I'm glad we were able to get down and
Me too, man.
talk about this. And
Excited to go watch these Celtics whoop up on these motherfucking Indiana Pacers, man. They don't want no problems with these Boston Celtics. So yeah, we got things to do.
We definitely we got things to do. Tomorrow, May 24th, Good Times, Jinx Universe, featuring DJ K-Phi, drops. Go listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. I always say Tidal, but like all the places that you listen to music. And why should you go listen to it? Like, I always ask why Spokane.
Because it fucking jams. Because it's fucking undeniable. And you're going to dance to it, and it's going to be fun, and you're going to laugh, and you're going to play it over and over, and it has actual replay value. Yeah. And we put the time into it to make sure it was that for you guys. And yeah. And I appreciate the support. Everybody that's been showing love and curiosity and anticipation for the record, like, that means everything. Yeah. This is all we do. This is it. Yeah. So it means everything. Thank you for showing love, and y'all gonna fuck with this though.
You are. And go follow Jinx on Instagram too. I am Jinx Universe. Yeah. Go follow DJ K-Phi. He goes by No Way the Voice on Instagram. Yeah. Go follow them, tag them, post about the song. Like, please share the song on Instagram. I want to see y'all
turning up this weekend, y'all. Send me the videos. Yeah. Turn up. Yeah.
And you know, I feel like we're gonna find a way to get you to perform live this summer.
Let's get it.
We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, we got to.
Because we got to. We have to.
Yeah, we got to bring this energy to the summer. Yeah,
for sure. So, well, thank you all again for listening to Spokast. Until next time, peace.
Bad girls like bad boys. I'm a bad boy like I'm one of Cam's boys. Goddamn, your ex-man really a fanboy. He's stalking my IG, he's throwing his Android. Cause I threw an eggplant on your last pic. You hop in the DM and sent back clips. When the last time you had it like this? When the last time you had good? I bet it's been a little bit, let's fix that. I think you owe your ex-dude a little get back. Objectify me, girl, I'm with that. This is destiny, girl, get your lick back. Please, enjoy. There's a woody in my pants, I could be your sex toy. There's a buzz about me and what I do to head boys. Better ask about me and everything you in for these. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, fuck with me. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, fuck with me. If it sound good, hands up high. If it feel good, hands up high. If it sound good, hands up high. If it feel good, hands up.
Jinx, DJ K-Phi, you know how we doing it. When the last time you heard it like this?